Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Brick shots with Billy Antonio. For 50 more bricks. All that like a with all these bricks. Welcome back. Great to be back. Finally, you and I, we haven't had a show together in a long time. There's a great show to come back to. The rest of the cronies are just doing whatever they want, apparently. Just got out of my real estate class, so it's good to be back. I'll probably take another one just to kind of spruce my brain back up a little bit and make sure I know exactly what's going on. So if I do sell you a house, I will know what's happening instead of just kind of having a general idea. Tonio, it's great to see you, man. How you doing? I know we talked about the Lord a lot in our pregame or our pre-show.
Shout out to God. I'm good, man. I feel good. Missed my brother, man, for 2 weeks. It was a hard 2 weeks. First week, shout out to Eddie again.
Big time shout out to Eddie. Appreciate you. Thank you
for coming on and helping me because it was rough. And then last week, shout out to Matt and Chris coming through with the original Gangness. But hey, it's back. Y'all see it behind me. Y'all see the originals in the pictures. Both of us drinking, same wall, kind of, in Billy's background right now. So yeah, it's good to be back, man. We 123 episodes, Billy. It's been a minute. Yeah. I got asked this question by a guest that we're gonna have coming on soon while I was in my doctor's appointment. And he was like, "How long you been doing it?" And I was like, "Man, bro, I think we had like 122 episodes, and we were at the time. But I was like, bro, we got like 40 that never made it just because it just didn't make it. So I was like, man, maybe like 3-4 years now. So I think it's been 3 years, man.
It's been at least 3 years.
It's been 3 years since we've been doing this, and we started talking about sports before we started recording it. So it's been a long time. It's been a long time, bro. Guam circa 21 is what I think it started, or 20, one of them years. Man, I don't want to stop doing this shit neither, Billy. Till we old, till we get, because we'll be rich soon. I feel it. I feel it. It ain't even about the money, but I do want a little bit. But it's about y'all, the fans, man, the people that's been supporting us, just being regular dudes. And I explained the name to the guy that's gonna come on. He was like, "Yo, I love it. Break shots, just in case you miss. But if you make it, you know," he was like, "Yeah, that's hard." So yeah, it's been dope. How was selling houses or about to be selling houses? How was that?
Well, so there's some workshops, like you get some customers that's like, you get unruly ones, and it's like, how would you deal with this? And then there's like, the teacher comes on and he's like, honestly, man, because like there was one, it was like me and like 3 other dudes. It's me as the Navy guy and 2 retired Marine guys, and they were like, I'm just trying to sell my own house. Like, I'm doing this literally to sell my own house. And I was like, okay. So the guy was like, honestly, man, sometimes you got to kiss their ass a little bit. And it's like, you being in the Navy, you've seen those dudes who are like, I'll never kiss nobody's ass, to get a good eval, all that shit. And it's like, if this is where you're making your money, like, you probably should kiss a little ass. I'm sorry. Like, you're in almost like a customer service kind of thing where it's like, these people, especially if it's a rich person, he's like, hey, man, like in my specific one, it was a $600,000 house where I would make like $23,000, and it's like, you're not gonna kiss ass for 23 grand. I'm sorry, like, you're just an idiot. Like, that's just me. That's how I was looking at it. That's kind of like, just to kind of cover what I was going through a little bit through those classes. There's a lot of law. There's a lot of shit where, what do you do for foreclosures? What do you do for turbine dam? Like, how do you sell damaged houses? Like, who's allowed to buy it? How the VA loans, what type of loans work? Shit like that, where like there's some homes where you can't take a commission because it's like Vietnam veterans. Like, there's like a crazy law where it's like, you can only make $1,000 or something less than that. Like, you can't make your regular commission with some of those dudes. But obviously, I think for a Vietnam vet, I'd probably waive some commission fee to kind of help them get into where they're trying to do stuff like that, you know, give back to some kind of community. Bunch of drives. Anyway, not to bore everybody because it was, you know. But let's get into it, man. Let's talk some college football, Tony. It's been a while since we watched it.
I've been yearning for it. I was trying to do it in basketball season because the postseason was so bored.
Do that. But I think the fans will appreciate this. We're going to start with Ole Miss. The expectations. So we're going to go down a bunch of teams in the SEC, the Big 10, the Big 12, just kind of covering some bases, a little bit of the ACC, but we'll see whenever we get there. But I think this is probably the most hype Ole Miss has been in at least since the Eli Manning years, where we're thinking national championship is a not guaranteed, but a definite big time possibility. Big time possibility of winning the SEC. Am I tripping on that? Okay. Sure. I'm so sorry. So, Tonio, what are your expectations?
So realistically, let's talk, Billy. Right, last year was our first time ever finishing the season with the first 11-win season last year.
Yeah,
and I thought we had an amazing year, but we could have been better. There was a lot of games where I think not a lot of games, but there's a couple of games where Lane let his fandom, i.e., Alabama game,
Mississippi State.
Georgia. Mississippi State game. We didn't lose Mississippi State, dude. We didn't lose State.
I could be remembering wrong.
Yeah, we didn't lose State, I don't think. Might have, but I don't think so. I think we lost to Texas Tech.
No, that was the bowl game 2 years ago.
Oh, I can't remember. But we had a good – I feel like that was last year.
It was the best season in a long time last year.
It was the best season ever.
Or ever. Okay, yeah, right.
Yeah, it was our best season ever. So, what do I think we're going to do this year, Bill? I think we're going to repeat the best season ever. I think we'll win 11 games again. Reason why I say that, Nick Saban's not in Alabama anymore. I think that the whole thing, we might have had a better team than Bama a couple of times, but Lane was definitely like, he got out coached every time, bro. With Kirby this year, I just got to say we'll see. I don't know what defense he's bringing back, but I know he's bringing one.
They've lost one game in 2 years. I mean,
still the best team in college football.
Yeah,
like that's I'm not silly, but I'm not the only one to think. Excuse me, I'm not the only one that thinks we're pretty good. CBS ranked us number 5. ESPN ranked us number 7, but then Pro Football Focus turned around and ranked us number 5 again.
Yeah,
so I think we belong at the top. A lot of people might have questions about the Judkins decision to leave, but Ulysses Bentley, the 4th, was running the fuck out of that ball last year too. And for the fans that don't know, and y'all just go off numbers, that was number 24. He was toting that hole. It was a lot of plays. There was a dude breaking down some Ole Miss film recently on Twitter, and he was like, "Oh, I see why Ole Miss was mad about losing Judkins. He toting that pill. He was like, wait, that's a 24. That ain't 4." And it was like, oh, that Bentley guy gets busy too. Well, he does. And then we have just got a 4-star from New Caney, Texas. His name Kendrick. I don't want to butcher it. Kendrick Riscano, I think that's his name. And for a senior year, Billy went 31 tugs, 8.1 yards a carry, and 1,849 yards. And then he caught 17 passes with 250 yards with 4 tugs. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. New Caney, Texas, they were 5A, I think, I want to say. I don't know where that is. If you do know where that is. But he don't got to start. But with those numbers, Billy,
he'll play.
Yeah.
He'll play. They don't get him in there.
He play. Like, I just I think, and I'm going to keep harping on it, it just depends on our defense, Billy. And I told you that. When we was running that dumbass 2-3, 2-3-6.
That's going to be what you guys run this year too, right?
Well, we didn't run it last year. But our defense still wasn't as good as I thought it could be. Or our defense didn't make sense. Like going to the Alabama game, we came out ready for them to pass the ball, and they just got in the I formation and ran down our throats, and we didn't adjust at all. Like Lane has to mature or be mature enough to make those coaching decisions. Our defensive coordinator got to be like, hey, we're going to switch it up. You know, if they want to get in the box, we're going to get in the box too. Like, we're not going to be in a fucking pass-first defense. That's not going to get ran all over. That's what happened. Yeah. So my expectations, we have in my head, we got a top 5 quarterback in college right now. We do in Jackson Dart. That's me. That's in my head. I think Jackson Dart's top 5 quarterback. I think if Jackson Dart plays his card right and leads us to a lot of victories, he'll be somewhere close to the Heisman room. I don't know if he'll go, but he'll be close. He will be in the runnings. It's his not to attend. I ain't gonna say it's his not to win, because of course it's always quarterbacks that's coming out of nowhere, like showing their ass off. But I think we have a hell of a team. And the only loss I see us having this year is probably to Georgia, bro. Like, honestly. And that's me being as honest as I can. Yeah. If we could beat Kirby, Billy, I don't think there's nobody in the country.
Okay.
That's just me.
You're on film with that now.
Yeah.
But I'm with you. I would like to see the defense. I don't think anyone's questioning that offense. I don't care, regardless of who you put at the running back position. Lane's going to get them in the right position to succeed, right?
Yeah. And I forgot, Trey Harris is coming back, and that's going to be crazy. So, yeah, I'm not worried about the offense. I know we can score with the best of them. The problem was never scoring. Yeah. It was keeping the other team from scoring more, and then us fucking up one time on offense.
Yep. It's like, oh, you punted the ball? Shit. That's it.
It's over with.
But here's my thing with Ole Miss. Like you said, the defense is the question mark. I do like, and you know that I'm a big fan of, hey, man, sometimes it's okay to not win a national championship every fucking year. So I do appreciate Ole Miss keeping Lane around because they know he's successful. I don't care what anyway. Yeah. Like, okay, you're not winning natties. The SEC has been incredibly hard with Alabama and Georgia. Like, sorry, you're not taking home every SEC championship that you could take home, right? With that being said, it is kind of when do you draw the line where, all right, Lane, Joe, let's take a look at Lane Kiffin. I'm not saying he's Joe Pa and any stretch of the imagination right now. Joe Pa won one natty, got there a couple times, lost, won a couple Big Ten titles. That's nothing to ha-ha about, but he stayed there. And they were a very relevant team for a very, very, very long time. And I think Ole Miss is on the precipice of being that. Now, if you guys win one national championship, let's say Lane coaches for another 40 years, and you only win one national championship, that's a success. And you win a couple SEC titles with the 12-team playoff. If you're making the playoffs at least almost every year,
you can't fire him, Billy.
You can't fire him, right? That's what I'm saying.
And I don't think we have to worry about that no more because Mr. Unfireable quit. So I don't think now unless they like, you know what, Kirby's still here, because they could be like that, because Kirby is Mr. Unfireable as well. Yeah, Georgia will never fire Kirby
back to back.
You never firing that. But to agree with you, but we ain't won a natty since the fucking college ball started. So for him to even sniff a natty, get the playoffs, bro. Yeah, let's sign Lane to it. Fuck all this bullshit. Let's sign him to a fucking 10-year. Because, bro, this college game, bro, it's all about being relevant. Yep. Like, look how bad Auburn fell off. Look how bad Florida fell off. Like,
and why did they fall off? Because they were firing national championship winning coaches. Like,
exactly.
It just doesn't.
That's Miles on out of there. That one still can't explain that one to me.
Nope. And you'll never be able to. And that's the thing. But let's go to Georgia real quick. And we're not going to spend a lot of time because we did kind of not crush Ole Miss, but we kind of talked about it for a while.
Yeah.
Georgia should be the best team in college football. Like you said, I agree with you 100%. Having Carson Beck come back. Anytime your quarterback comes back, usually you're like, all right, we should be all right. I'm guessing you're sharing my same sentiments with that.
Hey, you got a senior leader who knows what it takes. He's won. He's seen winning. He's been around winning.
Yeah.
Let's go win again. It's the recipe is simple for him. Now, what's gonna be different is he doesn't have Brock Bowers anymore.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have what's the other? Sorry, John. What's the other white boy name?
Ledke. Sorry, John. It's Ledke or something to that effect.
I can't remember. But he also left, right?
Yeah, went to the Chargers.
So they're gonna re-up, of course, but that's a hell of a weapon. That's like Pat Mahomes losing Travis Kelce twice, because while Brock Bowers was hurt, Ledke or whatever his name was amazing for him. But it don't matter. It's Kirby. The only mind that I think Kirby had to compete with that beat him this year was Nick, and he gone, bro. I really don't. I think it's everybody. Loss. Yeah, everybody's gonna be heading. He's still the throne, bro. Especially now. No Nick Saban. You have to aim your sights at Kirby Smart. That's the coach that everybody wants to beat.
Yep.
So it's his to lose, and I don't think he gonna lose that shit. That's me being honest. Like I love my team, bro. I was there with Dexter McCluster when they thought we was gonna be good. 2009, we was ranked 8th, finished 20th. Damn, that's when McCluster rushed for 2,000 yards. I was like, bro, we're gonna be good as fuck. I watched Eli lose it. It's like,
yep,
yeah, bro. I don't know, man. I think Kirby is in a really good seat, man. Who you got next up?
I'm gonna do it. It's a 2-for team. Alabama's expectations, and it's a 2-sided thing. Alabama's expectations with their new coach. Then we're going to go Florida with Billy Napier. I think, and I've been a big Billy Napier fan for a long time. I've been saying since he got to Florida, hey, give him a chance, give him a chance, give him a chance. And his teams have gotten worse. They got a little better, and then they got worse again. And it's like, hey, man, this is kind of put up or shut up. And then with Alabama, you just got a old buddy from Washington. Obviously, I'm not going to say his name because I just fucked it up. It was in my head.
DeBoer?
Thank you, Kalen DeBoer. I think he's going to do better than people think. I think Alabama might lose about 3 games, maybe, just on the new way of thinking from the Nick Saban.
You already messed up, Billy. Alabama they not used to that.
No,
they haven't seen a 3-loss season in ages.
Yes, but I think if you take, I think the way we think about Alabama, we're thinking about the bandwagon fans. I think if you look at the actual Alabama, the strong that have been there for a while, they remember before Nick Saban got there. They remember them 3-win teams. They remember them 2-win teams. And I think they're going to be, hey, okay, Nick's gone. This is going to be a different way of thinking. Now, these bandwagon fans, that's how you're going to know who's your bandwagon and who's not, is when they start freaking out about these fucking 3 losses. And it's like, oh, we're not even in contention for the SEC title, blah, 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 blah. That's where the difference is going to come in. Billy Napier, he needs to at least be in contention to win the East to keep his job, or he's gone.
Not going to do it, Billy. Where is Texas and Oklahoma? They're in the East?
I don't know. Honestly, yeah. Now that you said that, I don't even know.
I think they're in the East. That's the only way to even it out. Because Georgia was the only powerhouse in the East.
Yeah.
We got Alabama, Ole Miss, LSU. We had to look that up. But because projections has Texas being the best team in the country. I don't know why. They got them going 12-0.
We still got the bet. A&M will win more games than Texas will this year.
I don't think so. I don't know. That 12th man must have died or something. But if Texas or Oklahoma's in the East with Georgia, then Billy Napier is getting fired. I just don't think he's getting the recruits. That Florida name is not as pristine as it was when Tebow them was around, bro. And they've been down bad so long that it's like, I still don't know how the fuck Anthony Richardson made it out the first, second, third quarterback. What he was? Third quarterback to go, second quarterback to go, something like that.
Third, I think he was third because he was number 5. Yeah. He was the 5th pick.
Yeah, I don't know how.
Third, that would make him the 3rd QB off the board.
Yeah, so I don't know how he did it, but he did it.
Yeah.
maybe because he was windmilling and shit, they saw him. They wanted to play him. He can dunk the fuck out the ball. I see that.
He can, dude. It's bad when highlights are basketball plays if you're a quarterback, but
yeah, it's insane. But I think it's he out of there, Billy, and I'm sorry.
And that's cool. Hey, I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong about 700 more times. Yeah. But let's go to Texas and OU. Do you believe Texas can win? Do you think they're going to do well?
So we going off of, and I know what they're going off of. They're going off of their Alabama game last year, and they also going off Sark being down there in Alabama for that long, so he knows the SEC. He's going to get the recruits. They got all the fucking money.
Yeah,
so they can do whatever they need to NIL wise. They're going to compete. I still think it's a different breed of football. That's just me, and I think it is. I don't think they're gonna come in because, like I said, man, CBS, ESPN got them going 12-0 in the conference, beating Georgia and everything. No. I don't see that. That's not me. I think Texas gets all this hype, and mark my words, bro. One of them Eastern teams is not that good. Gonna fuck around and upset them. Like, they'll get upset by somebody that played maybe South Carolina, who played Georgia close as fuck last year.
Yeah.
Or maybe Kentucky. Like, hey, Kentucky got, like, I don't know if you watched, well, I know you watched the show. Last week, Kentucky has one of the top 8 most exciting players in college football in a wide receiver. Maybe he goes off. Or maybe he threw for 5 fucking touchdowns last year too, as well as catching a lot. So maybe he goes off. I don't think Texas has the year they think, and Oklahoma for sure. No, I think they have to rebuild a little bit. Who's coaching over there?
Brett Venables.
I think they got to rebuild, man.
Yeah.
What do you think? What you think?
No, so with the Texas pick, I think, like you said, Sark, knowing the SEC, I'm not as sold as, like, when that said, he had Nick Saban. So I don't give a shit. I'm sorry. Like, I don't care that he knows the SEC. He had Nick Saban to be there. I think Texas, the brand of Texas is they've always held themselves up here, even in the Big 12. And you were bringing up teams in the East. I think of Missouri, right? A team that Texas was beaten on in the Big 12. I think Missouri's like, oh, we've been playing SEC ball for a long time. This is what the SEC is about. And I know we get in a lot of arguments about the SEC. Obviously, it's the best conference. I think the SEC is going to show Texas and Oklahoma both. They're going to be like, y'all are not fucking welcome here. This is not what we're about to do. We're going to fucking – if you talk about a target on someone's back, Texas has probably the absolute biggest target on their back, and they play fucking Michigan week 2. And I think Michigan, and when Michigan when they lose to Michigan, and that's where I'm predicting that, I think that's a
landslide.
Yeah, I think it's a 1-1 Texas team. They just got the shit kicked out of them by the defending national champions, and I think that's gonna fuck with them a little bit when they start that.
Donovan might go for 230 on them.
Texas lost a lot of defenders in that draft. They lost to probably the 2 most exciting, like you said, like exciting wide receivers. Gone to the draft. Quinn Ewers, and it's funny, I like that you brought up Jackson Dart. I wanted to bring this up earlier, but I knew we were going to get to it. But Quinn Ewers is what he did against the Big 12 last year. Jackson Dart, you put him on that Texas team, Jackson Dart would have done better on that squad. But he played SEC defenses, and he had to play a Nick Saban, and he had to play a Kirby Smart. Like, the thing is, they even had to play, like, and I know you don't like him, but he had to play a Brian Kelly. Quinn Ewers, who's the hardest team he played? Oh, Washington, and then they lost that fucking game. They played Alabama. Don't get me wrong. They played Alabama. You can say what you want. I think that was kind of because we were on the phone for that game, and it was just one of those things. It was just a bad game by Alabama. That was it. And I think that's what we're going to chalk it up to. But the hype around Texas, I know I'm a big Texas hater. I've been a Texas hater for a long time. But it's like, show me before what you guys can do. That's all I'm saying.
I don't think if you match that Alabama-Texas team up again at the end of the year, it's the same outcome. That Alabama team hadn't bought in at all. But then they bought in, and then they got to the fucking playoffs. So it's
almost beat Michigan.
Yeah. So I really So you remember, and people was calling me stupid. I said that they told Nick, "Hey man, let Texas go ahead and win, bro. So y'all come to the SEC quicker. We get that money."
Yeah,
I'm on your side, bro. I think now that we done got that money, SEC done got that money. It's like, yeah, it's open season on these boys, man. Like, let's show them, let's show Quinn, because you remember, bro, like last time before this game when Alabama played Texas, I think it was Texas. It was bad. They hurt. Was it Texas or was it Oklahoma?
No, it was Texas, Alabama. They barely lost in Texas. And that's where everybody was like, oh, the ref, it was a bad call, blah, blah, blah. All that
no, I ain't talking about that one. I'm talking about when they hurt quarterback that really didn't do much in the league. He just made a lot of money.
Colt McCoy.
Yeah, they fucked them up. They fucked Colt up. It was bad, bro.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's gonna happen to Quinn Ewers this year, bro. And I hate it. I don't want him to get hurt, but I think when these fucking defensive linemen is coming through the same size as your offensive line, and you just like, yo, I gotta see this every week. Like, cause one week saying to Billy, you like, all right, man, I gotta go my hardest this week, and then I'm over it.
Yeah.
I ain't gotta see nobody like this. And then you look down the schedule, and it's like, oh shit, it's one of these on every defensive line I'm finna go up against.
Yeah.
And then it's a cornerback that could possibly go in the first round on every defense.
And let me raise you something too. I know we talked about Donovan Edwards going off, but I do think the cover athletes, they also have a kind of big target on their back where it's like, oh, okay, you're running college football. That's who they chose. Watch, I'm gonna show you. I should have been on the cover. And it's like putting yourself into some athlete shoes. Like, yeah, I'm gonna make sure your tape is gonna have me on it, fucking you up. That's what it's gonna be.
See, and Travis got away easy because he don't play neither one of them. Him playing week 2 is crazy as hell, being right beside each other on the cover, bro.
Yeah.
Because if I'm Donovan, when we beat them, I'm gonna bring a copy of the joint on the field and just be like, "Else, I signed it for you,
dude." That'd be cold fucking blooded. Talk about a jersey swap, a game swap, dog. Dude, that would be so cool. I don't care. That would be so cool.
That should be all right, bro.
All right. Speaking of Travis Hunter, we'll move on to the Big 12. Colorado. How high? Our expectations last year, I didn't expect as much. I think you were on a little bit of higher expectations, and I was sitting here like, that team is bad. That team is very bad.
And I still, the team, they weren't bad skill-wise. It's crazy. It's crazy how much people don't know how much the trenches affect you, but everybody think linemen, because Billy, you know how I feel about linemen. Everybody, including you don't give a fuck about linemen. But Billy, it was so bad. It was 52 times, bro. Bro was sacked more than fucking what's his name in New York?
Daniel Jones?
Daniel Jones. He was sacked more than Daniel Jones. That's insane.
Yeah.
Bro, I think the expectations are still high this year for everybody for them. Just because they went to the portal. They said they got what they needed.
Yeah.
They're in the Big 12 now.
Yeah.
The defenses ain't that good over there, Billy.
Nope.
So I don't know. Now,
but defenses weren't good in the Pac-12 neither.
They weren't. But all of them were good enough to play. Actually, somebody did a film breakdown, and that UCLA defense was good as fuck.
Yeah.
In the film breakdown. What other team gave them hell?
Oregon.
I don't know. Oregon's defense was pretty straight. So those were the only teams that embarrassed him, like or not.
USC did.
USC embarrassed
the first half. Colorado, for the first, it was like 50.
Oh, it was like 40 something or 30 something.
They ended up coming back on USC. The Oregon game, they didn't do shit, but USC they ended up coming back in the second half.
Yeah. So I just I don't know, man. The hype. I seen a breakdown by shout out to Buffton Prime. We'll tag you, bro. We'll tag you on this YouTube video. Shout out to Buffton Prime. He been doing like breakdowns. Like he compared Shador and Carson Beck and all that shit. Like he did film breakdowns, and he ain't he a Buffaloes fan, but he ain't biased at all. So on one of his non-biased, he was like person that had the most to prove for Colorado this year, and it shocked the hell out of me. Was Shador?
Yes. No.
It's
why did that
Shador,
shock you? Why? Let's get off the a little bit. Why did that shock you? He does.
I think he did the best he could do with being sacked 52 times last year. That's why I don't think he didn't have an amazing season, but he was above 70% passer completion.
Yeah.
He only threw 6 interceptions, and he threw for 3,000 yards. And that was running from his fucking life. I think he did exceptionally well in that situation. You put another quarterback in there, they not doing that shit. He literally broke his back, Billy.
I understand that, Tonio, but at the same token, we, especially as a quarterback, you are expected. Your defense doesn't matter. However it goes, none of that stuff matters. Your wins, and we could chalk it up to, wins are a quarterback stat, but they are. And I think that's where it kind of comes into fruition. If we're saying Shador is a Heisman favorite, the offensive line shouldn't be an end-all, be-all.
That's hard to say, though, Billy. I get it because you're right. You're right. But at the same time, I think you're wrong because, bruh,
how many of those 52 sacks, Todio, could he have thrown the ball out of that sack?
And that's what I'm saying. And that's what he said. He was like, well, some of those sacks he could have threw out of. But, Billy, let's just take away 20. That's still 32 sacks.
Yeah.
That's still not Carson Beck. Carson Beck got sacked 12 times last year.
Different animal, different beast, different recruit.
Yeah, I get that. So I think I get it. I get it. He got a lot to prove, but I think he just go out there and play Shador. I don't think
Lad McConkey.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I think he goes out there and with 2 to 5 seconds, Billy, he showed the Pac-12 what he really about, bro. I don't think he's the number one quarterback prospect for a reason. I'm so mad at people saying, "Oh, you're only famous for your dad's name," and that could be true, but it's not, Billy. Alabama offered him, Georgia offered him, Florida State offered him, Florida offered him. It was a lot of big schools that was like, "Hey, we want you," and his life would be totally different right now if he would have did that shit. If he would have went to either one of them schools I just named, he could have left last year and been the number 1 draft pick. Either one of them schools, Billy. Yeah.
He went to the other schools. Okay.
Yeah. If he Georgia, he beat out Carson Beck. And that's happening. Florida State would have had a competition there, but Alabama, for the offense that Nick Saban might have wanted to run, probably beating out Jalen Milroe.
Yeah.
And
again, I'll always bring up anytime we talk about Colorado, the way we talk about Deion Sanders, the way we talk about Coach Prime is he's this superstar. He just lets his players do whatever they want. And that is not the case. I do not understand anyone who watches college football. How do you not see the way Deion Sanders is a Nick Saban-like head coach? My players will not have earrings. My players will not do this. My players will go to class. My players will pass classes. How do you look at him and say, "Oh, you just let your sons do whatever they?" No. He expects more out of his sons. I don't understand.
Bro told the team, "Hey, bro, y'all show up a minute late past curfew. I don't care if you're on leave or not. Just stay where you at. You off the team." That's for anybody. And he been like that. Bro. Like, I get it. I know why, Billy. I know why, bro. Like, it's a black dude. Nice. Yeah, it's a black dude, bro. Okay. He getting all these recruits. He getting all this shit, bro. And
well, let's cover that next episode.
Yeah, we'll say that. Well, let's go.
Oklahoma State. Mike Gundy's been the head coach of Oklahoma State for 22 years. I think this is his opportunity to where he can go ahead and make that college football playoff. It's 12 teams. The Big 12 is not really Utah coming in, Colorado coming in. It's not necessarily a hard conference at the top. Even if they don't win the Big 12, let's say they lose the Big 12 championship, they have a chance of getting in the 12-team playoff. But then I'll go from there to Utah, who I think will win the Big 12. Kyle Whittingham's been there for a long time also, and he's ready to actually make some noise. He's won a couple Pac-12 titles, and I think he's sitting here in the Big 12 like, all right, Oklahoma State's really my only competition. Colorado, if they're on the come up, if that offensive line is working, then maybe, but I like Oklahoma State, and I really like Utah.
I like them too, bro. Like I said, man, of course I'm rooting secretly, always root for Colorado. But I
want them to go undefeated.
I can't deny what I've seen in Utah these last few years. They've been really good. Oklahoma State. Let me also raise you one, Billy. Any school that makes it to the playoffs, their coach should be untouchable for that year.
Okay.
With the exception of Ohio State.
Okay.
And then, we'll get to why we talk about them later. I'll tell you why.
We'll get to the in a minute.
But I think those two teams will be at the top unless if Colorado comes out jumping and that defense, because both sides of the trenches look really good, and that's against each other. So they got a test that's bigger than I think people think with North Dakota State. First game. I think that team's really, really good. If they beat the hell out of North Dakota State, Billy, first game, I'm gonna say, if they beat I'm talking about 16 points or more. If they 16, put them up almost 21, Billy, this team finna be crazy. I'm gonna let you know because that North Dakota State team is not no slouch.
That's the only reason I don't think it's that big of a gap. Now,
but if they got way better, they went out and got. If he went out and filled out, and I'm telling you, Bill, I be watching these well-out media, and he got some dogs. And he said he was going looking for some dogs. He got some dogs. If them dogs get the bargain like they should, of course, I'm gonna be real, but like we the real media, bro. Of course, if they beat the hell out of North Dakota State, people gonna downplay it because it's North Dakota State.
Thank you.
And I hate that shit.
So let me go off on a small tangent real quick, Tonio. I think that's the thing is right now there's so many people talking about North Dakota State ain't no slouch. North Dakota State ain't no slouch. Now, if they beat the shit out of them, like you said, I don't want to hear shit about, oh, well, it's a Division II team. This is what they're supposed to. Like, you cannot – we're not going to change it because it's fucking Deion Sanders. And, again, we'll get on that part next week. But that's where my money – that's where the money line is. I think if they beat them, I think they win, right? I don't think they beat them by more than maybe 13, maybe a 10-point win. But I think a 10-point win is a great win against North Dakota State because also we were talking about bullseyes on the back. Colorado has a huge one also, especially in a week one matchup where these cats, where Deion has had to, like you said, this offensive line is new. The defensive line is new. North Dakota State's not like that. This is the team, this has been the team, and this is how they're going to go.
I really want them to beat the shit out of North Dakota State. I do. Just because I want people to be like, you know what, that was an FBS team, but they're a good FBS team.
No, a great FBS team.
So yeah, if they beat them, Billy, then we talking differently. Oklahoma State and Utah gotta watch out.
Yeah,
that's me. What did Utah play Colorado last year?
No.
Okay. All right.
So. Now let's go with we're gonna go to two teams in the Big 12 that aren't big names, but they're not small names. Depending on how you're looking at Baylor with Dave Aranda. Dave Aranda did very, very well with Art Briles' recruits, but now that it's Dave's recruits, Baylor's not looking so good. They barely beat a Oklahoma State team for the Big 12 title, and then obviously, they beat the Ole Miss Rebels when Matt Corral got hurt in the Sugar Bowl. So that's kind of there. That was 2 years ago. Shit, was that 3 years ago, Tonyo?
That was 3 years ago, I think.
And Baylor ain't been the same since. I think this is Dave Aranda's last year to kind of make something happen. And if he doesn't, I think he's out of there.
Well, see, like I told you, man, Mr. I'm comparing them to him ain't in the game no more, Billy. I don't know if they're firing people as much now. Nick Saban not there to compare him to. You see what Nick doing down there in Alabama? Kirby's just getting on his way to be compared to this year, Billy. So he might get an extra year. I don't know if we see as many coach firings because of that. Because
thank you for making my point for the last 6 years. I'm glad that you're there.
Yeah. I had to argue that shit just because you was talking crazy. But
and
now,
then, sorry, go ahead.
Now that he gone, I can agree with you.
Oh, now that he's gone, okay.
Yeah,
I respect it. Because it makes sense. I mean, once Nick Saban's out of here, it's like, hey, not everyone's winning these fucking titles. So you don't have someone to be like, well, I wish we can get a Nick Saban. Like, no, he's not there. I see what you're coming from, where it's like he's not there, so you don't have that wannabe expect fucking.
Yeah, but I'm only giving it a year, Billy. If Kirby comes out and he's like what we said he was gonna be like again, then there's your new Mr. That's who I'm comparing him to.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be way worse because Kirby ain't lost one game 2 years.
No, and I'm with you. Now let's say let me raise, and we'll do this in 5 seconds, but let's say Georgia loses 3 games this year. Hypothetically, I don't think this is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Let's say they lose 3 fucking games. No one's gonna fire Kirby Smart. You can't. But
2 back-to-back championships.
But now expectations are a little lower for everybody else also. So now we get those.
And 10 years is right. But I don't understand how college tenure. I mean, I get it. I get it was Nick, and he did it at every school he was at. He's winning. They was like, all right, man, we're gonna get you out of here. You can't win now. Yeah. But if Kirby happens to lose, then I think we're gonna see those 5-year, 7-year contracts come back. Like, hey, man, let's
kind of like Calipari at Kentucky for basketball, where it's like he undefeated national champion that bought you 7 years, like that got you the next 7 years. Get into the tournament, all those fucking early round exits, and then it's like, but he got us a title back in the day. Like,
yeah.
I got you. Let's do one more. I'm only talking Texas Tech now. Joe McGuire in his 3rd season. Texas Tech needs to do something. First year beat Bama, or excuse me, not Bama. Beat Texas and Oklahoma. Had a bit of a rough patch last year. There's a lot of shit on Twitter too. Some of his locker room moments where he's saying everything runs through Lubbock. Everything runs through Lubbock, and he's getting kind of shit on for it. And it's like, and I know I talked about this 2 years ago, but what do you fucking want this guy to say? Like, hey, let's hope we can win. Like, what the fuck? What do you want to say?
That did piss me off, but they were talking about LeBron talking about the Lakers in the state that they in, and he was like, yeah, we can win a championship. And people was like, what y'all want to say? Nah, we probably should cancel the season. What the fuck do you expect of these people? I've never understood, like, and it's been worse since we got into this commentating game, this sports media game. Yeah. It's been worse. I've never understood what these people want athletes and coaches to say at the moment, especially off season. We ain't playing shit. We just building our team up. Hey, you know what, man? We fucking suck already. Save your money. Don't give us no booster money. All you recruits, hey, we gonna suck. Y'all probably shouldn't come here. What the fuck do you want from these people, bro? Like, it's
the famous Chris Paul line where he's just like, yeah, I don't think we're done. We have we're only down 3-2. Like, we have games to play. Like, what do you want me to say to that? Like, what? What the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, man. You know what? It don't
God.
come through Lubbock, bro. Let's go to another city in Texas. Fuck it. Let's go. Like that shit's stupid, man.
And it's like, and these people, dude. I wonder if like this media too. Like, let me. I'm gonna break it down into an athlete's mind. Like, have these like media members, like even in high school, bro? Like you've been through it. Like, hey, we lost 2 games, and we're like, hey, we're still making the fucking playoffs. We can still make state. Like, no shit. That's what we're saying. That's what we want to do. Like,
bro. If any, so Billy, we probably came from the era, and I think I'm a little older than you, but we probably came from an era, bro. Like, we lost a couple games in my senior season, and it was people like, yeah, it's over with. And we beat the shit out of them. Like, he was like, what the fuck wrong with you, bro? Get the fuck out of the locker room. And bro, we beat the dog shit. And then we made it to the playoffs. And they was like, yeah, bitch, we told your sorry ass. Yeah, you ain't getting to go to the glory with us. Like, and I know it's fucked up to beat somebody's ass with just stating how they felt at the moment, but
too fucking bad.
Who the fuck say some shit like that about their own team? Yeah, all things stuff. Why would you say it comes through Lubbock? Where else you want me to say the shit come through? I'll never understand that, Billy. Ever, bro.
No, and I'm with you 100%. All right, let's kind of crush these other conferences down a little faster. I'm not even talking ACC. Let's talk Big Ten real quick. Michigan, Ohio State, Penn State, Oregon, and USC. I don't think USC and Oregon are ready for the Big Ten. I think Dan Lanning has Oregon a little more ready for the Big Ten. But with Penn State, I think Penn State, again, the target kind of comes in. Penn State's like, nah, you ain't coming here to do this and that. The hype train is real around the college football 25, where they have the loudest stadium for some reason. I watched the Auburn game a couple years ago. That might have been 3 years ago too, but it was the whiteout game, and that stadium was not loud. I don't understand where, like, if we just want them to be another team we're throwing in, and that's what it is. But I think, yeah, you're right. But here's the thing. You said Ohio State is the one exception for the coach. If he loses to Michigan,
Billy.
Look, Jim Harbaugh lost to Michigan a bunch, okay? I think Ryan Day, I get it. I understand. If you talk to any Ohio State fan, they're like, we do not want to lose to Michigan. Here's the thing. If you lose to Michigan and win a national championship, you're stupid for saying you don't want that coach. I'm sorry. You're dumb. 10 win seasons, you lose one motherfucking game. I get it. You're not going to win the Big Ten. I understand being upset about that. Now, Antonio, they almost beat Georgia, and they were still pissed that they lost to Michigan. They weren't even mad at the Georgia loss. What type of shit is that? That is just crazy to me, dude.
Shout out to Weird Aaron. But them people, 100% everybody know from Ohio except for Aaron, weird as shit. Everybody, weird as hell. And LeBron. Only 2 people I know that ain't weird. Bro, they weird. And that weirdness is the difference in them and Michigan fans, bro. I don't like neither one of the teams. Fuck both of the teams, bro. But the fan base is different. Like, case in point, Matt and Aaron argued. Matt beat them. Aaron them still make it to the playoffs. He mad because Matt. Matt won. Matt them lose to them, but they make it to the playoff. Hey, well, hell, we're going to a fucking national championship. That's Matt. It's weird, bro. Like, it's weird. Like, yeah, we won the Natty, but Michigan beat us. So, Billy, I think that fan base, I think the AD, I think all of them built just like that, bro.
Yeah.
If Ryan Day loses to Michigan, because they still gonna make the playoffs. So that'd be their only loss of the year because the Big Ten sucks. And you know that like I know it. It sucks. It ain't bad, but it's ass. Like, it ain't it's the top dogs, like, and then there's nobody. It ain't no middle of the pack. It's nobody, Billy.
Yeah.
The team that they played on the other side for the game lost like 4 games, Billy. For the fucking Big 10 championship.
They lost Iowa only lost 2 games.
They ended it with 4 losses.
Yeah. So they
Yeah.
lost the bowl game. They lost the Big Ten title. Yeah. But still, that offense is bad.
I just don't. I think he out of there, Billy. I think they want what's the name of the coach anyway. Who did they add to the coaching staff?
Nobody.
Man, come on, bro. We said he was gonna fly right in there and take the job.
Oh, Chip Kelly. Yeah.
Chip Kelly, bro. Yeah. Chip Kelly's just gonna slide in there and take the job, bro. That's all. It's a setup, bro.
Good for Chip.
It's a setup, Billy. Michigan's still better than them.
All right. Our favorite team. We're gonna talk about 3 teams real quick. Just give me a yes or no. Do we think FSU is gonna be competing for one of those 12 spots?
Yes.
Do we think Clemson is gonna be competing for one of those 12 spots? You said no?
No.
Okay. If Clemson beats Florida State.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Okay. So that's the thing it's tension on. Now, let me take your bias out of it for 2 seconds, and then we're going to do a simple yes or no answer. Can Notre Dame be in the final 12 teams?
Yeah, they will be. You know it like I know it. They're going to get voted in, bro. With 4
voted
fucking
in.
losses.
It's not a vote now.
I mean, they're going to be in the top 12, Billy.
Shit. You know what? Maybe it still is a vote because it's the 4 conferences, and then those who get the bye, and then it's the rest of them. I do wonder if that's the vote, like in the seating or whatever. Yeah, Notre Dame's gonna get in. God.
Notre Dame's in there. Man, fuck Notre Dame.
Hey,
Mitch, Rich, Frank.
You know what's funny? You know how like they made it to the national championship and then like just got dog walked, and they made it to the playoff and got dog walked, right? Imagine they get to the first round and just dog walked.
Bro, like by just a random, bro.
Because now we went from saying they should never make the BCS title to they should not be in the top 4 to now, nope, not in the top 12. I don't give a fuck. Like there's no.
Bro, imagine Colorado slip in to like fucking 11 and they 12 and they play each other and Shador's over 800 on them. Bro, I never want to see Notre Dame on CBS. I want them to lose their CBS contract,
NBC,
all of that, NBC contracts, all of that, bro.
Yeah.
Like I want all of that gone, bro.
I think Notre Dame in the next 2 years is in the Big Ten.
So they got some type of contract where is it 2030 or 2026 that for like the next 5 to 10 years they gotta play Alabama every year. If they play Alabama every year, and they in the SEC, Bill.
I think geographically where the Big Ten is harder than the SEC to get into. So academically, I think they'd be more welcome to the Big Ten than the SEC because it's
I was about to say geographically it don't make a fuck no more, Billy.
No, not geographically. I'm talking about like the educational standards. Like there's still a level that you got to be.
Bro, Vanderbilt is really hard to get into.
Yeah, that's why they fucking suck. Notre Dame's not going to do that.
They might.
I don't think so. It's hard.
I think the SEC is the greediest conference in college when it comes to money. What's bigger than an NBC contract, Billy?
No, but that's another.
Wait, what network is Texas with? Is that CBS or ABC?
Texas.
I know Texas got a network that they belong.
No, they have the Longhorn Network.
They got something else.
No, they have their own network. And the SEC is on ESPN now, but the Big Ten has an NBC contract now. That's where another thing I'm thinking because they can.
Okay, so if they already had an NBC, that's where they're going.
Yeah,
that's 100% where they're going. It makes sense.
But okay, hey, let's go to we'll go to the NBA real quick. Not necessarily the NBA, but we'll go to the Olympics. And Antonio, this team that we have assembled for the United States of America is incredibly talented. Like, holy shit. Yes, just Jesus Christ, did just a team, right? There has been rumors this is better than the Dream Team. You can argue however you want. I would say yes, only because I'm not older or not younger, but I mean, I'm younger than the Dream Team. Seeing this correlation of NBA players is fucking outrageous. This is probably the best talented team we've ever seen. Now, if you said this is the best team we've seen, I'll go with you. But the best talent is this team. I'm sorry, it is.
I'm gonna just and we can stop the talent at LeBron James, Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant. They all gonna be on the floor at the same time, Billy. That's insane.
Yeah.
Now you add AD and Joel Embiid. Bro, what the fuck them other countries supposed to do with that? I don't understand it, bro. And then you got Jason Tatum, Drew Holiday.
Drew Holiday's going on whoever their best player is every time. It don't even matter.
It don't, bro.
The United States is winning every game by 27. It don't matter.
And then President Obama dapped them up today and was like, "Yeah, y'all got to bring up the goal." And he called himself the Hooper in Chief. That's hard.
That is hard as fuck.
That's hard. That's hard, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that was tough when he said that. But bro, this one, because a lot of people was like, you know, they had Kobe on the recipes being, they had Kobe on the last team and D Wade. But I think it's just it's to the point, like you were saying in the pregame, where these old heads is so polished in their game that it ain't really fair. Like, LeBron James with all that talent around him is sick. Because you know he can make any pass he want to.
Yeah.
And one of them passes could go to the best shooter we ever seen. One of those passes go to the most unguardable player we ever seen. Yeah. One of them can go to Embiid so he can foul bait. Embiid's fucking terrible. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I got mad. I watched the clip where he was foul baiting some fucking college students. I was mad as it. Like, bro, if you don't take your big ass through this little dude, bro, like, what the fuck? You 7 foot 280, bro. This is a little college kid, bro.
Push
like,
him down.
Yeah, like he just foul. Come on, man, get the hell out of here. AD looked good. He looked like he lost a lot of weight. That's scary for us as Lakers fans because you still the 5, motherfucker. We didn't get no center.
You still the 5. Yeah.
Like, we didn't get a center, bro. What are you doing? But I think this is a great team. Kawhi Leonard pulled the "I'm out of here" act. Surprise, surprise, not for real. And I think that the rumors, and I don't know if it's for sure, but the rumors was that. Oh man. Excuse me. The rumors was that that Derek White, for some strange reason, was replacing him. Yeah. I have no idea why the fuck Derek White will replace him. I don't know if that was you just won the fucking championship type shit, or I don't know. You can tell me about that one. I don't know what the fuck happened with that. But
I understand that.
Yeah, but I know he did. Yeah, Derek White.
No, he's on the team. Yeah. But couldn't tell you why. I will say this it tells you why I think this team is more talented. Because if you take the top 10 in the NBA of all time, you got let's go just through the old guys real quick. Obviously, Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, right? Oscar Robinson, even. Let's take it to the old. If you got those 4 dudes in your top 10, you got Steph coming. You got KD. Is KD a top 10 player of all time? If Giannis wins fucking another title, he's in the top 10 of all time. I'm sorry. Shaq is still in there. It's like we're looking at the best talent, and it's crazy to say. And again, I get the old heads. We got to hold on to this thing, and this is why I've been adamant on not changing the logo so we understand the history of the NBA, because it's gonna get erased by the talent of these cats. It really is. And we're seeing it in real time. We're seeing it just kind of dissipate where I don't care. And JJ Redick said, the head coach of the Lakers, he even said it, I don't care about Bob Cousy. It doesn't that dude would not have sniffed a fucking NBA a minute in this league today. I'm sorry. He was great for his time. That was awesome. I'm glad he did what he did for the game. Robert Parrish, for his time, he won so many fucking NBA championships, would not fathom touching the floor in this game. There's no way. The way Joker does it, the way Embiid, I know you just talk shit about him, but he would not do what he did back then. I'm sorry. Maybe you can, even a Kareem who did it for so long, but who was as tall as him? Who was doing what he was doing? We won't have it anymore. I'm sorry. It's just that's where we're at.
I 100% believe Shaq would have gave Kareem every bit of 40.
Yeah.
I feel like he would have gave him every bit of 40, and he would have been too big for him to get in position for that hook shot, bro.
Yeah. And even if he was getting in the position, Shaq on the offensive end is going to back him down. He's going to get tired. That hook shot might not fuck it. I mean,
and that's the thing, man. You gotta respect the beforehand, bro. But like you said, bro, this shit not starting in fucking college like them people was.
Yeah,
these motherfuckers coming from high school doing crazy shit that we ain't never seen before, and you like that ain't gonna translate. They get to college 1 year, yeah, that translated. They get to the NBA, oh, that motherfucker was good for real.
Yeah.
I really do think now, like with some of the talent that's here, a lot of these records that these old people set, yeah, they're gonna start touching them, baby. Now some shit that's never gonna get touched. The way the game going now, Steph's 3 shit, if somebody's in the league for a long time, they'll touch that because that's it. That's all anybody shoots now is threes.
Yeah.
I don't see Chris Paul might catch up with fucking John Stockton this year for playing with Wemby. But I don't see nobody getting close to Chris Paul's, not even John Stockton's.
Yes,
but I don't see nobody getting close to Chris Paul, who I think is number 3 on the list. I want to say number 3. I don't see nobody getting close to that one. I don't think we'll ever see anybody catch 40,000 points in our lifetime. I just don't.
Yeah, the way they get hurt nowadays too.
Yeah.
LeBron is just an anomaly of not getting hurt that one season. Knock on wood, but I mean. You ain't gonna see it.
You not, bro. If LeBron would have never, if Solomon Grant never steps on LeBron's ankle, we have like a fucking 37-year-old MVP knocking on the door of breaking the record. It's crazy. He still broke the fucking record.
Yeah.
So I think, like you said, man, like every day the league getting more talented and talented. That's why we play football, Billy, because we still stay the same, bro. You just get faster with fast, bro. Like, you get fast enough to compete or you get stronger. You can do that.
Yeah.
You can do that, Billy. Like, you can train to be faster or stronger. You can't train to jump high, shoot better. And I mean, you can, but some of these motherfuckers just coming out the womb shooting. And it's
if you think about it too, and I'll go back to the stupid ass Bob Cousy argument. Bob Cousy, I guarantee you, Bronny had more shots underneath his belt at 10 years old than Bob Cousy had his whole life. Okay, that's just how that's the way the fucking world works now. But let me ask you. Speaking of Bronny, I just did my own fucking translation. Anyway, yeah, segue, not translation. Bronny gets drafted to the Lakers. This nepotism shit, I'm sick of it. I know I wasn't here. I know you and Eddie kind of covered it a little bit. This nepotism shit, I'm sick of it. All of a sudden, it's nepotism. When Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on the Bucks for a while, taking money, doing what he does. Giannis got him there. Steve Nash getting jobs where he ain't supposed to get jobs. The Van Gundy's been getting jobs. Phil Jackson was literally fucking his, sleeping with his president of basketball operations. then went to the Knicks, was doing the same thing. I mean, what are we doing, man? Like, stop acting like this is brand new. This is just a cool thing. When Ken Griffey Jr. came in, did we say that was nepotism? Fuck no. His daddy just happened to be on the same team. Ken Griffey went number 1 overall. That's how it works. With this, we should be so excited to see a father-son combo because we've never seen it in our lifetime. I want to say Ken Griffey and Ken Griffey Jr. was in like 92.
Yeah, it was before us, I think.
Yeah, it was before us, but it was still like we were alive when we seen it. When it was on TV, we saw that. But at the same time, that's so fucking cool. Why are we just hating on this already? It's because it's LeBron James. I guarantee you, if it was Kevin Durant's son, no one would give a fuck. But it's because it's LeBron James.
Steph, and all that. Because people keep talking about, oh, he had 4 points, he need to go back to college. Well, Wemby had a shitty summer league, and everybody was glazing him last year, like glazing. Wemby, the truth. Wemby, good as hell. Well, summer league was bad, but I don't know if you remember that.
I do.
I don't know if you remember Chris, and that's why I wanted Chris. Shout out to Chris. I wish Chris would have came on tonight because I was gonna pull up the tape of him saying, "Oh, this guy's fucking garbage. 7'4", getting 6 points and shit. He's garbage." That was what you said, Chris. Well, you was like, "Well, Bronny scored 4 points. Garbage." Well, the number 1 pick scored 9 points. The number 55 pick scored 4 points. But that's what you're doing. That's what we're comparing it to.
That's what we're worried about.
Bronny had 3 points, 5 rebounds, 3 blocks, 3 assists. That's solid, Billy. I don't know who the fuck they thought Bronny was gonna be. He was never a scoring point guard. He was just a point guard.
Yeah.
He plays defense. 3 blocks, Billy. Come on, man. Come on, man. We just seen Drew Holiday win the championship by doing what? Slowing up Kyrie, making Luka turn the ball over. Those people win championship. We just need Derek White do the same shit. Now he on the fucking men's Olympics team for doing that same shit, playing defense. But because it's LeBron's son, they gonna talk about it. Yeah. Like I said, man, it's a lot of kids that's in the league because of their daddy. And they don't play that well. Kenyon Martin Sr. or Jr. Y'all don't say nothing about him. He ain't like killing it. Shaq's son got drafted to the Lakers the same way. And he ain't make it past nothing. What we doing? Like, it's just because it's LeBron, man. So I don't know, Billy. I hate the hate. It's like the same. It's the same shit. A little bit different because Shador is really, really starting his, but it's easy because it's football.
Again, with Bronny, if you take away that heart thing, I think Bronny's numbers are way, way different. Yeah. I think we're acting like that just didn't happen, and that's not a big deal.
That's
this young man could have died.
He was dead. They had to bring him back.
Shit, I didn't know that. I don't know.
That's it. I don't know if he died. That's for dramatic flair. I don't know if he died, but Billy, that's crazy as fuck to me. Now he got drafted, and like I said, man, like I was telling Eddie, bro, don't nobody know the dude from the USA basketball team in Africa. They don't know that dude that went 57. They don't know the dude from France that went 56.
I don't know the top 10 picks, Tonio.
Who the fuck was the Lakers gonna pick out of that? Why wouldn't I pick Bronny James?
Take a chance. Fuck it.
At 55, what the fuck else you? Come on, man. Yeah, bro.
What NBA player at 55? You're sitting here like, yeah, this is a good guy. No. Joker went 43rd, and that was luck. Everybody was shitting on that pick. He got picked during the Taco Bell commercial.
Yep.
I mean, fuck. But all right, let's end it on this quick one real quick. Let me ask you, whose career would you rather have? Klay Thompson or Allen Iverson?
Now we just talking strictly career, no, not impact on the game or none of that. Just
strictly which career, if you could pick, Tonio Moore was Klay Thompson or Tonio Moore was Allen Iverson. Who you pick?
I'm picking Klay Thompson. I won 4 rings, bro.
4 rings. God dang, that's crazy.
I scored 62 points off 3 dribbles. What the fuck? Ain't nobody in the history of the game can say no shit like that.
Nope.
You scored 60 and you ain't dribbled the ball? What the fuck? Yeah.
He's the reason that team, that fucking 73-win team, got to the finals. They was finna lose until Clay just went, nah, I got it.
Bro, if you would have said impact, all of that,
yeah, obviously
I'm going AI for sure. But like, yeah, I'm not silly, bro. 4 rings, 60 points off of fucking no dribble, bro. And I was the second best defender on my team for a while till I got hurt. Yeah, I'm taking Clay's, bro.
Yeah,
I'm taking Clay shit. Now, I know people will be like, well, AI carried his team and he got to play against the Shaq and Kobe combo. Well, that's okay, but he lost.
Yeah, he got that one game.
Yeah, and I would have loved to crossover Tyronn Lue, but man, when I can do this shit,
yeah,
that's hard, bro.
And it's not like he played was on the bench for those. He was playing mid.
He started.
Yeah.
I'm willing to argue that a couple of those finals, Clay played, not even a couple, all of them except for the one where Steph got the finals MVP. Clay might have outplayed Steph in those finals. Bro.
Yeah.
Defensively and offensively.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But okay, man. Hey, let's wrap the show up. We had a quick one. This is what we wanted to do. We want to kind of not make it too long for everybody, but I thought it was a great show. It was a great welcome back. You and I think, we should probably do this more often, just kick everybody off and just say, y'all ain't making this episode anymore.
Hey, I loved it, man. Like I said, the 2 weeks I missed my brother, man. We back full effect. Yeah, it was a great show, and I can't wait to do this again whenever. And whenever, you never know when a brick shotter might pop up, man.
Yeah, wrong. Hopefully we can get Tonio had the players corner. Hopefully we can get something like that going on. Coach's corner should return some, but hey, these coaches are busy. Hey, coaching is a lifestyle, okay?
Hey, but I will put this out there. The next coach that we will have on when we can get him will be a good, close family friend of mine. And he coaches right down here, probably about 45 minutes to an hour down here in North Carolina, basketball coach. So for all you basketball fans, all you basketball heads, I'm gonna give you a chance to get those questions off. We might go live for it.
Ooh, that's good.
Just to see if y'all got any questions for him. And yeah, that'll be coming soon, man. Me and Billy will make that happen.
Heck yeah, absolutely. All right, man. Hey, we appreciate y'all listening. Thanks for sticking with us.